we're happy to introduce our new generation during the IDS, now with a new IGI navigation system for implant placements. This is a dynamic navigation system that allows the surgeon to place implants in real time by looking at our tracking system during the procedure. And I would like to explain how the system works and what are the improvements that we set up into this generation. First thing that a user would need is a CBCT scan of the patient, as you can see on the screen. And on that CBCT scan, you will have to import it into our system and plan it in the IGI software. Once the planning is done, we go into the surgical phase of the IGI. At that point, if you don't have the IGI, you have two other options, obviously, which is either going in freehand or using a surgical guide. I will show you today the third option, which is using an active navigation system. And as you can see, I call that a virtual surgical guide. If you see on the screen there, we see in real time my hand going through the osteotomy that was planned on the CBCT scan. We have three indicators from left to right on a lower right window. We have the three indicators. One is on the left, which is your positioning, buccolingual and mesiodistal, and you see how the system is very responsive. The middle indicator is the angulation in the both axes, and the third one is the length of your preparation. Okay. The first feature that was added to the system this year is what we call the auto stop. We can see the auto stop tab on the right inside panel, and we can see that when we are aligned to our target, which are represented by those green lines in the three indicators, we will see an upper green line that shows you that you're completely ready to go. And at that point, I'm gonna press on my motor. I don't know if you can hear motor running. And you can see that if I deviate from my planning, it will stop the motor automatically. So it's a kind of safety feature that is very useful for a surgeon, especially when you reach the level of the length of your implant. I'm going back into green, and I'm gonna go all the way to the depth, the length of my implant, which is here at 10 millimeter. You can hear the sound, and also you can see that even if I press the pedal, it doesn't allow me to drill. So it's a very nice safety feature that we added to our system. Okay, the second improvement we accomplished with the generation of IGI is our new way of holding our patient tracker. As you know, our system is about an accuracy of less than 1 millimeter, but in order to keep that accuracy, we want to make sure that that pole doesn't move during surgery, because if it moves, it will throw off all the accuracy of the system. So we came up with this idea to use like a very traditional type of impression tray, and we're gonna use in that case some Luxabite. And I will show you that model that once we do the impression of the patient, we still have some kind of rocking movement, okay? Let me remove it. And you can see it's just a very simple impression that any dentist can do. Placing into the tooth, into the jaw. And we still have some kind, even though it's not very well, we can still see a rocking motion. We came up with this amazing idea to lock it by using a wedge. put that on top of my impression tray, and at this point, this is completely stable. So it's very stable, very easy to remove without any risk to break anything from the patient mouth, and also very confident for the surgeon to be able to operate with the IGI since he knows that it's not moving at all during surgery. So it allows us to keep our accuracy as stated about less than 1 millimeter.